Welcome to the League. This is Real Takes, where I break down today's headlines and give you the takes that really matter. 3 stories today that show how fragile our rights really are, about how little respect this administration has for democracy, dignity, and even human life. Let's break it down. But before we get started today, remember to hit that subscribe button, share this with your community, and join the conversation in the comments.
I'll be signing a bill, first in the nation, saying enough. To ICE, unmask. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? If you're going to go out and you're going to do enforcement, provide an ID. Tell us which agency you represent. Provide us basic information that all local law enforcement is required to provide. Have the decency not to threaten people as they go to school. I thought Jon Stewart said it best. This is not about the pronoun police. This is about the secret police. We're not North Korea, Mr. President. We're not the Soviet Union. This is the United States of America.
California just passed a law banning ICE agents from wearing masks over their faces. That one decision could change the whole game. Thing number 1. ICE agents would be far more cautious about whether their actions are violating people's civil rights if the consequences were seeing their face all over the evening news. When you have to own your actions in public, the stakes shift. Accountability only works when people can't hide. Thing number 2. And honestly, how do you tell the difference between an ICE agent and a Proud Boy when they're both showing up masked, with guns, and attacking brown families? We've already gotten reports around the country of rando dudes cosplaying as ICE or federal agents, kidnapping women and trying to take people hostage. Lord knows how many of those attempts have been successful that we don't even know about. The blurred line is dangerous by design. Taking off those masks is the first step towards forcing transparency. Thing number 3. This could be the knockout punch to ICE raids in minority neighborhoods. Without masks, their intimidation loses power. Their tactics lose cover. Their abuses become much harder to hide. It doesn't end ICE, but it does put the spotlight where it belongs. How you begin to upend fascism is holding the people accountable that carry out the orders. Meanwhile, while rights are being debated on the ground, Trump himself is still exploiting tragedy from the stage.
He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
Now, mind you, that was a memorial for a man they say they loved. Thing number 1, this wasn't a memorial service. This was a campaign event. This was a MAGA rally, complete with music, speeches, chants, and Kirk's death was packaged as political theater, not treated as a solemn tragedy. Thing number 2. Trump didn't get the memo that he was supposed to be grieved. Instead, he uses this platform to attack his opponents and stroke division, showing once again that in his brain, everything is about him. It was performative, not respectful. Also, look at this. That's fucking gross. Thing number 3. This is just more evidence that Charlie Kirk meant nothing to Trump or his administration than an opportunity to co-opt his followers. His grieving widow became a prop in a rally designed to energize his base and to help silence the calls for those Epstein files. Trump didn't honor Kirk's life. He hijacked it. And if that wasn't alarming enough, Trump is doubling down on something even darker.
Mr. Trump backed away from very public pressure he appeared to exert on the Attorney General this weekend.
I think Pam Bondi is going to go down as one of the best attorney generals of the ages.
glowing praise after a lengthy post that vented his frustration on the Justice Department that has not prosecuted several named political adversaries. The president wrote, "We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. And justice must be served now." Asked today whether he would fire Pam Bondi for not taking action, the president said no.
She's doing a great job.
But the president's post calling for prosecutions set off alarms in both political parties.
This is the path to a dictatorship.
We need to get politics out of the judicial system.
Thing number one. Of course, this weekend, Trump did the most boomer thing ever, mistaking his feed for his DM box. It would be funny if it wasn't so dangerous. He broadcast his demands in the open, as if the Department of Justice is his own personal attack dog, as if they only exist to serve his whims. Thing number two. He's turning the DOJ on his political opponents to settle old gripes. This isn't about justice. This is about vengeance. Every rival becomes an enemy that needs to be punished, whether it's political opponents, whether it's business rivals, whether it's the media, or whether it's free speech itself. And he's teaching his followers to expect that too. Thing number three. Richard Nixon resigned for less, a cover-up, an abuse of power. Trump is openly demanding that the machinery of justice be used against anyone and everyone he doesn't like. This is corruption on steroids in broad daylight, and yet half the country and corporate media as a whole just blinks. These stories show a government that hides abuse behind badges, turn grief into campaign fuel, and weaponizes the law for revenge. These are things we cannot afford to ignore any longer. Thank you so much for tuning in to Real Takes. As usual, hit that subscribe button, share this with your community, and join the conversation in the comments.